Hello, everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel, where I explore the fascinating world of space and science. In this video, I'm going to talk about Chandrayaan-3, India's third lunar mission that is expected to land on the moon on August 23, 2023. How is this mission important for India's space dominance in the world? What will space dominance achieve for any nation? How does the history of space dominance compare among different nations? And what are some interesting facts about Chandrayaan-3 and the moon? Let's find out. Space dominance is the ability to control and exploit the space domain for one's own strategic, economic, and scientific interests. It also implies the ability to deny or deter other nations from accessing or using space for their own purposes. Space dominance is a key factor in enhancing a nation's power and prestige in the global arena, as well as ensuring its national security and development. The history of space dominance dates back to the Cold War era, when the United States and the Soviet Union competed for supremacy in space exploration. The Soviet Union launched the first artificial satellite, Sputnik, in 1957, triggering a race to send humans and probes into orbit and beyond. The United States responded by creating NASA and launching several missions, such as Mercury, Gemini, and Apollo. The most notable achievement of this period was the Apollo 11 mission, which landed the first humans on the moon in 1969. After the end of the Cold War, the space race became less intense, but more diverse and cooperative. Many other countries joined the space club, such as China, India, Japan, and Europe. Several international projects were initiated, such as the International Space Station, ISS, the International Lunar Research Station, ILRS, and the International Solar Alliance, ESA. Space exploration also expanded to new frontiers, such as asteroids, comets, and planets. India has been pursuing space dominance since its inception of its space program in 1962, under the visionary leadership of Dr. Vikram Sarabhai. India has launched more than 100 satellites for various applications such as communication, navigation, remote sensing, meteorology, and astronomy. India has also developed its own launch vehicles such as PSLV, Polar Satellite Launch Vehicle, and GSLV, Geosynchronous Satellite Launch Vehicle, that can place satellites into different orbits. India has also demonstrated its capability to launch multiple satellites in a single rocket, reducing launch costs and increasing efficiency. India has also been exploring the Moon and Mars with its Chandrayaan and Mangalyaan missions. Chandrayaan-1 was India's first lunar mission that orbited the Moon in 2008 and discovered traces of water on the lunar surface. Chandrayaan-2 was India's second lunar mission that attempted to land a rover on the Moon in 2019, but failed due to a technical glitch. Chandrayaan-3 is India's third lunar mission that aims to accomplish the unfinished task of Chandrayaan-2, to demonstrate India's capability to land and operate a rover on the Moon. Chandrayaan-3 is important for India's space dominance for several reasons. First, it will showcase India's technological prowess and resilience in overcoming the setback of Chandrayaan-2. Second, it will enhance India's scientific knowledge and understanding of the lunar environment, especially the South Pole region where water ice and other volatiles are present. Third, it will pave the way for future human and robotic missions to the Moon and beyond. Fourth, it will strengthen India's position as a leading spacefaring nation and a potential partner for international cooperation in space exploration. Space dominance can achieve many benefits for any nation that possesses it. Some of these benefits are: it can provide strategic advantages in terms of surveillance, reconnaissance, communication, navigation, and missile defense. It It can enable economic opportunities in terms of satellite services, space tourism, asteroid mining, and lunar colonization. It can foster scientific discoveries in terms of astronomy, cosmology, astrobiology, and planetary science. It can inspire cultural achievements in terms of art, literature, education, and innovation. Some interesting facts about Chandrayaan-3 and the Moon are: Chandrayaan-3 consists of a lander and a rover similar to Chandrayaan-2, but without an orbiter. The lander and rover are carried by a propulsion module that acts like an orbiter until the spacecraft reaches a 100-kilometer lunar orbit. The launch of Chandrayaan-3 took place on July 14, 2023, using India's most powerful rocket, the LVM-3, launch vehicle Mark III. The LVM-3 is capable of placing 4,000 kilograms of payload into geosynchronous transfer orbit, GTO, or 8,000 kilograms into low Earth orbit, LEO. The lander and rover are expected to land near the lunar South Pole region, which is of scientific interest due to the presence of water ice and other volatiles in permanently shadowed craters. The landing site is located between Manzinus C and Sympelius N craters. The mission life of both the lander and rover is 1 lunar day, which is equivalent to about 14 Earth days. During this period, they will perform various experiments and observations to study the lunar surface, subsurface, atmosphere, seismicity, and thermal properties. The Moon is the 5th largest natural satellite in the solar system and the only celestial body that humans have visited so far. The Moon orbits the Earth at an average distance of 384,400 kilometers and completes one revolution in about 27 days. The Moon rotates on its axis at the same rate as it orbits the Earth, resulting in the same side always facing us. The Moon has no atmosphere or magnetic field, making it vulnerable to solar radiation and meteoroid impacts. The surface temperature varies from -173 degrees Celsius at night to 127 degrees Celsius during the day. The surface gravity is about 1/6 of that on Earth, meaning that a person weighing 60 kilograms on Earth would weigh only 10 kilograms on the Moon. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more space and science content. Also, let me know your thoughts and questions about Chandrayaan-3 and space dominance in the comments section below. See you next time.